welcome Scotchy, Priyanka, Prashant. Let's start our debate of magic book.
Yes. Please start.
Absolutely.
Hi, Prachi.
Hi, good evening again.
Yeah.
Today is about a very beautiful chapter. It's called The Magic Ingredient. And very beautifully, a journalist and businessman, namely W.J. Cameron, born in 1879, crossed over 1953, said a very gorgeous thing. He said, "A thankful heart hath a continual feast." Basically, all of us are really thankful. We will continue to have a great time in our life, and it'll be like feast after feast. So today is more about food and the magical ingredient in the food. That's why the word feast. So let's understand this chapter. Giving thanks for food before you eat is a tradition that has been followed for thousands of years, dating back to the 80s. With the fast, now they haven't mentioned India, but even our ancestors, if you remember, sab khane ke liye pranam karte the. If you see the panditjis and all the elders, they used to put water around it also, and they would pray. So even we've had this. In fact, even in Art of Living, they say before any meal that they're taking, they say um, Annadata Devo Bhava. So, which means the food god, whoever you are, you're just like a god for us. So, food giver, you're like a god for us. So, they have mentioned dating back to ancient Egyptians, but also very much in an Indian tradition. So, nonetheless, let's move on. With the fast pace of life in the 21st century, taking the time to give thanks for a meal has more often than not being left behind. But using the simple act of eating and drinking as an opportunity to be grateful will increase the magic in your life exponentially. So, what I do is I have my bottle, water from my bottles, and those bottles have affirmations on them, which reminds me to be grateful. It's like a reminder for me whenever I want to drink. Even before food, I have to do Annadata Deva Bhava. Without that, I don't start my meal generally. So if I'm in a party place, I just normally say it. If I'm in my house, I fold my hands. If you think about a time when you were really hungry, you will remember that you could not think or function normally. Your body felt weak. You might have started to tremble. Your mind became confused and your feelings plummeted. All of this can happen if you're not eating for just a few hours. You need food to live, to think, and to feel good. So there is a great deal to be grateful for about food. So all of us, the women who can, I mean, even for that matter, Prashant also, fast. He's right here with us. So on Karwa Chauth, how does it feel till the night? You are like somebody is complaining of a headache or body ache just because you haven't had anything to drink or eat. So very important to be grateful for this gorgeous food and drinks that we eat all the time. Now, to feel even more gratitude for food, take a moment and think about all the people who contributed to you having food to eat. For you to eat fresh fruits and vegetables, the growers had to plant and nurture the fruit and vegetables with continuous watering, protecting them over many months until harvesting. Then there are the pickers, the packers, the distributors, the transportation people who drive enormous distances day and night, all of them working together in perfect harmony to ensure that every fruit and vegetable is delivered fresh to you and is available year round. So very important for us to remember that all the food that we're eating has been sown by farmers. They've nurtured them, they've watered them, the families have harvested them. Somebody has loaded them in their trucks and taken them to distributors. They've gone to the main place and it's come to small merchants. And then finally, somebody has chopped them or some delivery person has dropped them in our houses. Then it has gone to our cooks who's put them in stores, who's made the vegetables and the servers who are serving us the food. So it takes so much of effort for the food to come on our plates. So very important to be grateful for the entire food chain, which is why Annadata Deva Bhava, that everyone is a provider for food. Now let's think about meat growers, fishermen, dairy farmers, coffee and tea growers, and all the packaged food companies who work tirelessly to produce the food we eat. The world's food production is a breathtaking orchestration that takes place every single day. And it's unfathomable that it all works when you think about the number of people involved in maintaining the world's food and drink supplies in stores, restaurants, supermarkets, cafes, airplanes, schools, hospitals, and every home on the planet. So it's actually, if you think about it, look at like without food, our half the work will not be there. I think especially women, even who are working, and so much of time and attention given for food. And look at the amount of food that's available: imported, Indian, local, organic, inorganic, and so much is happening in the packaging team. It's actually breathtaking if you look at it. And it's available like in plenty. Of course, there are people who don't get food, but just see it's available everywhere. Hospitals have it, restaurants, of course, have it, cafes have it, airplanes. Then now they give food. Back in the old days, our grandparents used to carry their food in their flights because there was nothing available. Now it's available in trains, hospitals, everywhere. So it's really a beautiful thing. Even as children, our parents never had canteens, they used to carry from home, and our children were blessed to be served food hot in the schools. So food is really truly a gift. It's a gift of nature because there would be nothing for any one of us to eat if nature didn't supply us with the soils, the nutrients, the water to grow food. Now, without water, there would be no food, no vegetation, no animals, no human life. We use water to cook our meals, grow our food, maintain our gardens, supply our bathrooms, sustain every vehicle that moves, support our hospitals, fuel, mining, manufacturing industries, enable transportation, make our roads, make clothes, and every consumer product and appliance on the planet, make plastic, glass, and metal, make life-saving medications, and build our homes and every other building and structure. And water keeps our bodies alive. Water, water, water. Glorious water. Now, without water, how can we survive? Nothing can survive. All the industries we've spoken about, nothing can survive. And remember, Mother Earth is a beautiful planet. It's got life. And guess what? 71% of Mother Earth is water. And it's a magical fact that even 70% of our body is water. And that's the way, if you see the new fad that has come up, the intermittent fasting, which has actually been followed by Jains and even our ancestors, because there would be no light, they would close, khana pina before the sunset, and they would only start next day. So they were anyways doing intermittent fasting. Now they say 70% time should be intermittent fasting. There's a cycle of 16 hours and 8 hours. So if you have Mother Earth has 70% water, a human body has 70% water. And if we give it 70% water in our day, we'll be in sync with Mother Earth. But very few of us can give 70%, 18 hours of a day or 16 hours of a day for fasting. But it's magical if you look at the facts. Now, if there is magic on this planet, it is contained in water, says Lauren Isley, born in 1907, crossed over 1977. She was an anthropologist and natural science writer. So natural science is full of these beautiful foods and water family. And this is what it is. It's actually magical. Without water, none of us can survive. Without food, we may still survive, but without water, it becomes tough. You can do a dry fast for maximum 3 days, and then the water will be saturated and you will have to replenish it. Where would we be without food and water? We simply wouldn't be here. None of our family or friends would be here either. We wouldn't have this day or any tomorrow. But here we are on this beautiful planet together, living life with its challenges and ecstatic joys because of nature's gifts of food and water. How wonderful. To say the simple magic words, thank you, before we eat or drink anything is an act of recognition and gratitude for the miracle of food and water. Now, the least we can do is, before we take anything, even if it's junk food we're putting up in our body, if you're grateful for its existence, or any aerated drink if you're drinking, just be grateful that we have this beautiful thing in front of us to eat or to drink. Now, that in itself will empower our body with gratitude, because everything that you drink and eat with gratitude multiplies and goes into trillions of cells in our body. So that is one of the biggest acts of magic, being grateful for whatever we eat and drink physically. The incredible thing is that when you are grateful for food and water, it doesn't just affect your life. Your gratitude also impacts the world's supply. So I don't know how many of us know about the law of cause and effect, or how many of us know of the laws of supply. Now, if I am like, if you've seen in India, especially, we have a lot of bhandaras, seva, Gurudwara Sahib mein langar lagta hai. So what's happening? You're giving food with gratitude and without charging. And so what's happening? All the people who are hungry come for it. So in a way, you're reducing the empty stomachs. So, it's a gratitude chain. That's why some people give shikanji in the summer. Some people have gharas outside, or, tanks outside the house that anybody can drink water. The biggest seva we can do is give water, right? Or at times give food, maybe as biscuits or something. So rather than giving beggars, if we give money on the red lights, it's nice to give biscuit packets or something, like, whatever. Like, there are days when I just buy the milk Tetra packs and give it, or juice Tetra packs. Prashant has in his car, and while just coming, he gives it on Mandir or anywhere the red lights. So and be grateful that, we have so much. The more we give, the more we get. So it will actually help in the people who are starving and in great need. By the law of attraction and Newton's law of action and reaction, the action of mass gratitude must produce an equal mass reaction. So again, the mass gratitude will be people giving food to masses, and what is the result? Equal mass reaction. Now, I want to give an example. You may call me racist or whatever. If you look at the Sardar families, they are giving langar and they're doing seva in such a big bhav. Now, very few Sardars will ever be found begging. It's because of the mass gratitude the tribe has. Now, imagine if everyone is doing mass gratitude, what kind of mass reaction there will be? Nobody will die hungry, because we would change the circumstances of scarcity of food and water for everyone on this planet. So there'll be no Somalia, because it's not just India, it's about everywhere. So imagine that culture. In addition, your gratitude for food and water keeps the magic continuing in your life. And it will weave its glorious golden thread through everything that is dear to you, everything that you love, and everything that you're dreaming of. So when we start giving mass gratitude, what are we attracting? Even things that in our life which we haven't attracted, like abundance, like maybe better relationships, better health, even they will start coming to us, because हम एक सोने के धागे में पिरो देते हैं, where magic is everywhere. Gratitude. So खाने के लिए and पानी के लिए gratitude is the biggest seva we can do to ourselves and the humanity. In ancient times, people believed that when they blessed their food and water with gratitude, it purified whatever they were blessing. And when you look at the theories and discoveries that quantum physics have made in recent times, such as the observer's effect, the ancients may very well have been right. So what's the observer effect? जिसके ऊपर हम focus करते हैं, वो expand कर जाता है. Now, if we observe on खाना पीना, there'll be more of khana pina. Like bolte na, you have so much of abundance in your house. Or even if you look at the observer effect, suppose if you concentrate on a problem, it'll expand. You concentrate on happiness, it'll expand. So that's observer. What are you observing? And that will expand exponentially. Now, the observer effect in quantum physics refers to the change that the act of observation makes on whatever is being observed. Imagine if focusing gratitude on your food and drinks changes the entire energy structure and purified them, so that everything you consumed had the ultimate effect of well-being on your body. So I don't know how many of you know about these experiments by Japanese scientists, especially Dr. Emoto. If you study, he has seen that he's, put water in 3 containers, one lot of compliments, one lot of abuses, one listening to music, he's done lots of experiments, and the energy structure of the water changes. So if we are thanking our water and we're drinking it, the purified water, Imagine what it will do to our body. अगर पानी ग्लास में रखे हुए उसकी एनर्जी बदल जाती है, so what are we energizing ourselves with? So it's very important. If some of you are interested, I can probably share a presentation on Dr. Emoto. Very beautiful presentation. Now, one of the ways to experience the magic of gratitude instantly with food and drinks is to really savor what you're eating or drinking. So even if it's junk, we should savor it rather than feeling guilty. Now, when you savor your food or drinks, you're appreciating them or you're being grateful. As an experiment, next time you're in the middle of eating food or drinking any liquid, when you take a mouthful, concentrate on the taste of the food in your mouth or the flavor of the liquid before you swallow it. You will find that when you focus on the food or drink in your mouth and savor it, the flavors seem to explode. And when you don't focus, the flavors weaken dramatically. Now, this is something I think you should all experiment. Pani pee ke dekho with gratitude. The same pani from RO or wherever, whatever source, will feel meetha. It'll feel sweeter. And if you just drink it like aimlessly, like while talking to somebody, it'll be like tasteless. So this is the power of our gratitude and power of our observation and appreciation. It's your energy of focus and gratitude that instantly enhances the flavor. Very truthful. Now, before you eat or drink anything today, whether you're about to eat a meal, a piece of fruit, or a snack, or have a drink of anything, including water, take a moment to look at what you're about to eat or drink. And in your mind, out say loud the magic words, thank you. Now, if you can just take one mouthful, really savoring it will not only increase your enjoyment, it will help you to feel far more gratitude. So एक science है ना जहाँ हम बोलते हैं एक निवाले को 32 times chew करना चाहिए, be grateful for it. If you realize if you do that actually, पहले तो 15-16 bites में the खाना dissolves because we're used to gulping it. But if you start saying thank you and we enjoy the taste, आपका पेट अगर 2 फलके में भरता हो, it'll actually be full in 1 फलका. Because gratitude actually even makes us so complete and happy that you will eat half the food. So the ones who are looking at, probably reducing the intake and getting more energy, do it, try it. You can also try something Rhonda Byrne does, which helps her to feel even more grateful. When she says the magic words, I wave my hands over my food or drink as though I'm sprinkling them with magic dust. And I imagine that the magic dust instantly purifies everything it touches. Now, just the way we spread namak or khane mein, we don't use spoons and we use our fingers. We do this, right? In our khana pina or namak. Same thing she's saying, we can act as if it's magical dust, which is in the food or water. What is happening is your energy is purifying whatever you're going to be eating or touching. Now, doing this has helped her immensely in feeling the gratitude as a magic ingredient. And I want to add to it everything I eat and drink. If you find it more effective, you can imagine that you have a shaker of magic dust in your hand and you're shaking the magic dust out of the shaker all over your food before you eat it and into every drink. So like if you have a salt and pepper shaker, the way we shake it, we can do that. Either sprinkle it with your hands or shake it. So if you want to do that, you can do that. It's not a hard and fast rule. Now, if at any time during the day you forget to say the magic words thank you before you eat or drink, as soon as you remember, close your eyes, go back in your mind to the time when you forgot. Visualize yourself in your mind for a second or two before you ate or drank and say the magic words. If you forget to be grateful for food and drinks multiple times in a day, then repeat this same practice tomorrow. You can't afford to miss a single day in building your gratitude. Your dreams depend upon it. Being grateful for the simple things in life, like food and water, is one of the deepest expressions of gratitude. And when you can feel that degree of gratitude, you will see the magic happen. It was one of my most favorite chapters because it's so simple. Like, we eat food, even 3-4 मील में से अगर 2 बार भी thank you बोल दिया, पानी 10 बार पिया, 4 बार भी thank you बोल दिया, we're adding so much more value to our bodies because body is the only temple where we live in, right? So we must appreciate it, and what do? We keep abusing it. We eat it a little faster, chew it a little less, eat a little more, drink a little less water. So maybe we can become a little more aware. So today's magical practice number 8, the practice is for the magic ingredient. Number 1, count your blessings, make a list of 10 blessings. Now, these blessings can be anything in the past. They don't have to be yesterday. कोई भी blessings जो आपके past में आपको लगता है that you want to thank, write about them, write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Now, Scotchy and Surbhi and Prashant of course knows, Priyanka just exited. So if you wish me to share my gratitude, let me know. I'm happy to share. I'm an open book, so I'm very happy to share. If that inspires you to start writing, if you have.
Yes, please. I do write, but I thought that maybe you have to write every day so every day. So I was writing for that one particular day, like what happened yesterday and
So
everything.
I do that, Scotchy, because when you read the last of this book, it's supposed to be one day prior. But like right now, you guys are beginning your world of gratitude, maybe. So any 10 things that you can count for, basically you have to start looking at the bright side. So if you can't find 10 bright things in yesterday, find them in day before or the month before, or the years before, or maybe your childhood. So we are actually inculcating the idea of counting our blessings right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to share my gratitude just to give you an example in case if it helps.
Yes.
In fact, I'll try and do it every day.
Thank you.
And second point,
Thank you.
before we eat or drink anything today, let's take a moment to look at what you're about to eat or drink. And in your mind or out loud, say the magic words, thank you. If you want, you can sprinkle your food or drink with magic dust, as in with hands or with a shaker or whatever. Lastly, every single night, what we are doing is, before we go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So, Surbhi, you've come the first time. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the magic rock. This is the magic rock I have. It's a pebble.
Okay.
So, you can just find this in your house. What we do in the night is we hold it in a hand, close to our heart or in a hand, and we do the entire day scanning. And we see कि क्या एक चीज है जिसके लिए I'm very, very, very grateful. It could be a very nice meal with a friend. It could be your son giving you a kiss or your husband saying a nice thing. So this makes us sleep in gratitude. And the count your blessings make us wake up in gratitude. So what we're ensuring is that life becomes very happy because you're starting and ending with gratitude. So that's what's the entire sanskar in us for the day. And imagine if you do that repeatedly, where will we be? So I'll share these images because I'm happy you joined today. Priyanka has just, because she had work. So most of the people are doing online sessions, but I think the the live energy is kind of more powerful. So Prashant and I'm in this magical world for a long time, and all we want to do is just share it with everyone. So it's an endeavor for our Noida family. So thank you for coming. Do we want to meditate as always? Yeah. Okay. So let's do that. So Sulbi, I'll be guiding in case you haven't heard it before. Just follow the guidance. So our back straight, our eyes softly closed, our feet firmly placed on the ground below or cross-legged. If they're on the floor, please take off your shoes or slippers. If you're wearing any specs, take them off. Get comfortable. And now it's a time to take a deep breath in. Remember, when you take a deep breath in, your stomach expands like a balloon. So let's take a deep breath in. Ever so gently, start exhaling very gently, no hurry. The stomach deflates, goes inward. Once more, inhale. Exhale. The last time and third time for this evening. Take a deep breath in. And out. Life is magical. Life is beautiful. The more grateful we are, the more magics come in our lives, making us rich inwardly and externally. Each one of us is loving this magical world for the gratitude we have for life and things. Today, we have learned to be grateful, like our ancestors, for the very beautiful food that we see, we eat, or we drink, the beverages or water. Let's remember that 70% of Mother Earth is water. 70% of our body is water. And if we can have 70% of the time water, we are doing ourselves a favor by being in synchronicity with Mother Earth. Each time we sip, whatever we sip, let's be reminded that we are grateful and blessed to be given all the pleasures, be it charge, juices, smoothies, water, or any soft drinks, maybe alcohol. Just be grateful for whatever you're drinking, that you're blessed to be comforted with this food or this beverage. Let's remember the entire food chain before we eat a morsel. For a huge chain is required to bring that food into our plates. So let's pray in future for the food givers, the providers, Annadata Devo Bhava. Let's be grateful to all of them, from the farmers to the people who ferry the food from the villages into the main godowns, to the merchants, to the delivery boys, or the staff that brings food, or us that bring food, to the one who cooks it, cleans it, to the one who serves it, and finally we are blessed to be eating them. Let's be reminded that gratitude for the food and water we drink or eat will make our bodies more magical, will nourish the trillions of cells in our body. And this mass gratitude will ensure that our loved ones, our families, will also be blessed with beautiful health, wealth, and abundance. Let's thank the cosmic energy for allowing us to be so privileged for having every meal whenever we desire. None of us have to work hard to get it, and such are our blessings. Let's bow our heads in gratitude to the cosmic universe, to all the people who bring this gorgeous food, this soul satisfying water in our body, in our lives. Let's thank the entire chain, each one. Let's be aware of the law of universe. Let's give grateful, let's become grateful and give gratitude to ensure that gratitude is what we delve in deeper and deeper. Now let's express our gratitude towards the universe. Let's expand our hands as if we're hugging the universe, the sky. Open your hands as if you're hugging the universe. Dear universe, thank you, thank you, thank you for having our back, for bringing us in such beautiful families, privileged. May we all become the channels of blessings, of love, of light. May there be abundant food and water supply on Mother Earth and everywhere possible. Thank you, angels, guardians, ascended masters, for guiding us, protecting us, keeping us safe and secure, and doing the same for our loved ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's fold our hands in gratitude once more and be grateful to our parents, our families, our loved ones, for the love and blessings that we enjoy. Let's rub our hands together, feel the tickling, the warmth, bless and touch our eyes, our nose, our ears, our mouth, our face, our neck, bless our shoulders, bless our arms, both of them, top to bottom, bless our chest, our gut area, the entire stomach area, bless our legs, top to bottom, our soles, And turn your hands on the backside. Touch the backside of your calves, backside of your knees, backside of the thighs, your hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, and your head once more. And now let's all count our blessings and bless the world for abundance everywhere. Open your eyes gently. Let's wish the world beautiful healing and lots of abundance. Let there be love, let there be light. So it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Prachi.
Prashant. Thank you, Scotchy. Thank you, Surbi. Any questions that you may have? Any doubts? And we can bring this habit by leading by example with our children as well. If we just do this, they will also learn. And we just say it loud, it'll sometimes get incorporated in the minds, in the subconscious mind, and mom does it.
True.
So,
Yeah.
like all the Catholics, like, I really traveled and worked with them for like a good 6-7 years. And they all say grace before their meals. That's a Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and our elders have done it, but we have lost the touch with our roots.
Even our family, Prachi, my mom, she swears by it and
Beautiful.
inculcated in the, like, they keep reminding us because we forget.
Yeah.
But, like, whenever she's around me, she'll say that, have you said your prayer? And then I'm like, yeah, I forgot, so.
So I have seen my Nanaji's father, my Bade Nanaji and Naniji do it.
Okay.
But my Nani Nanu, who I lived with, day morning also I met them. Or my parents, I've never seen them being grateful for food, as in to say their prayers. Bade Nanaji, Naniji would do it. So we just forgot about it. This book brought it back, and actually Art of Living brought it back.
Okay.
So, but I see a huge change in life, and you are grateful.
Yeah, it's true.
What if
Absolutely.
So even if I'm munching on a fun flips, I'll say thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Conditioned.
Yeah.
This is nice. Yeah. I mean, if you
Yeah,
can be
it's
the one.
nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Actually, it's so true. I mean, these little things matter so much,
Yeah.
True.
So I'm so thankful to you, Scotchy, for always being there. It gives me energy to continue the
But
class.
thank you for reminding me today. I thought today is also not the class because I don't know, some misconception.
No, you're right, because I had my forum meet even Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
And then Shivani had an audit in a factory. So we had to postpone. So now that's why I said that 31st ko main nahi kar paungi because of my forum meet. I said, that's why I put the message that let's do it today.
Okay, so I was nearby only, just downstairs only. So I ran up. I was like, oh, okay.
I'm so glad. Thanks, Surbi, for
Thank you
joining.
so
I'll
much,
see you on
Prachi.
31st
Thank you.
morning. I'll be the seat moderator for Surbi's forum. So I'm going to see.
Even our forum, I think.
No, your forum I'm not, because Preeti is my best friend. She can't be vulnerable in front of me.
Oh.
So Surbi's forum, I don't have any bestie.
Not yet.
The seat moderator for my sister's forum.
I was so happy when I saw Prachi. I was like, wow. I was like, oh, I really love her. I mean, I was so happy. I saw the message. I was like, Arey wow. I told Ricky, I was saying, Ricky, I said, Prachi is also moderator. I'm so happy.
I'm for Surbi's forum now.
Acha, theek hai.
Hello. Lots of love. See you girls tomorrow.
Bye.